So, I've been recording a lot, uploading less of what I record. And, it's like, why don't I upload it? I was thinking about it. And, it's like, okay, well, what if people don't like what I upload or whatever, and I really just need to get it through my skull that it's like I'm not really uploading for anybody else. I have uploaded content in the past before, it's like, oh, well, how can I improve? And, buried within asking how I can improve is like, how can I make it palatable to more people? But at the same time, I've never really been driven by consensus opinion, like the fact that it's a majority opinion or whatever is not ever really been all that interesting to me about anything. Or at least never granted necessarily any credibility to anything in particular. And so I just need to get a little more consistent about it. On that note, I've set up my live streaming, and it's like, well, I probably shouldn't necessarily be playing games all that as much as I do, and I think that goes for a lot of us in this day and age, this part of the world I live in. But for the most part, I'm a pretty productive member of society, I think. And a large part of why I wanted to start uploading for real is because of the tragic fact that, I may not live long enough to really create as solid a relationship with my children as I may like. Not that there's anything particularly concerning in my life. I'm a reasonably healthy individual, but I do work a dangerous job, and my oldest boy certainly hasn't gotten what I think would be considered like a just amount of time to get familiar with me, and whether there's enough time for that to change or not is out of my hands. But at the very least, I would like to be able to create something where somebody he knows can say, well, hey, this was your dad. And I think that's noble. I hope that that it doesn't necessarily come to that. I guess on some level it's also great for posterity. Somebody could come along and say, hey, this is your great-great-grandpa. Or they could come along and say, this is how knuckleheads thought in the 2020s. I'm a very particular type of knucklehead, but still. So, it's like, who am I talking to? Who cares what the mission statement is? Well, it's like, it's not. I still don't. I guess we'll just say that I don't really even know exactly what this is for, but I feel like it needs to be done. which, you know, that's motivated plenty of art throughout the history of our noble species. And why not? Why not? So, I figure at least if I'm going to be playing a game, which I would like to do, and I find to be kind of a tranquil exercise, or therapeutic exercise, I could at least talk to my posterity on some level about what interests me, or why it interests me, or maybe convey to them why they should find it interesting, right? And I mean, what is, you know, that's mimetic legacy, you know, conveying to the youth why whatever it is you find interesting should intrigue them also. I feel like we see a lot of failure to do that from the older generations. So that's all. I hope that this is useful.